This is the GEISSELE Super Duty. It's a 14.5 inch with a pin and weld. First time that I've shot this particular model, I shot a 16 incher that I thought when they were delivered to us, they were the 14 inchers, but they were not. So there was like a small issue with, you know, with the delivery or the communication between us and GEISSELE. But with this particular model, they got it right. So I figured I'd do another video on this. Hands down, my favorite rifle to fire. Now, if anybody knows GEISSELE, it's a Pennsylvania-based company. I believe they started with their triggers. Then they made an upper assembly for special forces. I can't remember exactly what it's called, like the USGI or something like that. And then they turned around and decided they were going to build the entire rifle. And build the entire rifle they did. When you take a first look at it, you know, you'll notice the color. You know, it comes in flat dark earth, OD green, black. And it's kind of hard to see the cool features at first because it just doesn't have all of the little accoutrements that Daniel Defense or LWRCi or Lewis Machine and Tool or, you know, the other rifle companies put in. But once you get it in your hands, you realize why you're paying a premium price for this weapon. The first thing that you'll notice is this trigger. Now, it's a flatter trigger. It's about 3 pounds, 2.5, 3 pounds, double stage. And I'm going to tell you something. You can rattle this bad boy off quickly, accurately, and efficiently. The trigger's amazing. You know, in typical GEISSELE fashion. The selector switch, it rolls and turns just as nice as a Daniel Defense. But the one thing that I absolutely love is the bolt release. They put 2 huge paddles on this. And when you're under a lot of stress and you want to get this rifle back up on gun and you need that magazine change to work fluidly with gross motor skills because your fine motor skills are out the window, you know, in stressful situations, GEISSELE really hit the mark for this. The magazine release itself is not changed. It's your typical caged release button. It's not that large, so, you know, they didn't put, you know, they didn't make it larger, and probably for good reason. We don't want that magazine to be knocked out by accident. But, you know, like I said, you got to train as if it was a standard AR, you know, grab that button. But 99.99% of us who still have an index finger can actually hit that button. But this pretty much makes the rifle as far as function's concerned. You can really drop that magazine, smack this puppy forward, and get back on gun with minimal effort and minimal thought put into it. So I'm going to give 2 thumbs up for the way that GEISSELE designed this. The other issue is their barrel. Now, it's a free float, direct impingement, and the barrel harmonics are amazing. The accuracy you get out of this thing is incredible. They did a really good job with this. They did a really good job with their foregrip. They really did a really good job with their fit and finish. And the charging handle. You get purchase on both sides of this bad boy. It is beefy. It is easy to grab. It is super user friendly. And you won't be disappointed with this. You get different finishes. Like I said, you know, the weapon will come in standard black, flat dark earth, OD green like this, and they're bolt. So once we talk about that finish, let's get into the finish of the bolt itself. They're using a proprietary finish that seems really durable and could quite possibly aid you know, with the lubricity and the function of the weapon, it's something that I need to do a little more research on. So, you know, I don't want to, you know, expound upon that. It comes with a flared proprietary GEISSELE trigger guard, you know, so it'll fill that hole there so you don't get any of that old AR-15 grip bite. And the rear stock, I believe, is made by, was it B5? You get a really nice high cheek. You know, listen to me. I'm so hot, so forgive me for this, but the way the stock's designed, you get a really nice cheek weld on this and a real nice solid fit. And it's still a 6-position stock. So you're getting a lot of good quality here. One that I would most certainly recommend. Like I said, the trigger is pretty amazing. The weapon is lightweight. It definitely has a military pedigree now, since you know, a litany of special forces are using what the company has designed. It is a beautifully functioning weapon, and as far as the price is concerned, it's well worth the price. I would spend the extra $800 over, you know, an intermediate AR to get this in my hands, because you will notice a difference. And it's a weapon that you most certainly would want to use on the job. Military personnel seem to be real happy with it, and I'm real happy with it. I have nothing negative to say about the GEISSELE. The other thing that I want to touch on before I leave is the grip. See, it's a proprietary GEISSELE grip, and I'm going to spin this rifle around here so you can see it's marked with GEISSELE here. And, you know, it has one finger groove, you know, so it's not like that super aggressive pattern where some hands won't fit on it, some hands will. You know, it just has this one little slip nodule here, or anti-slip nodule, you know, so you can get a nice purchase. And you know, your middle finger is riding nice and high, you know, right below the trigger guard. So without more to say on this, let's see how she does at 100. We're going to close the video out shooting this at 100 yards. And listen, thanks guys for checking in, and see you at the range.